Hello. So, welcome to my fourth progress video. This is on from Pehlwan Liberal Code Cleanup. This is my fourth progress video. In my first progress video, I created the sprites, I accumulated the sprites, songs, and provided you the overview of how will I progress in the upcoming videos. In the second progress video, I created the fully functional menu buttons and screens, the full transitioning between the menu screens and the game screen and all the 11 screens. In the third video, I created the gameplay as promised and integrated the gameplay with the screens a little bit. So, as promised in my fourth video, I have completed all of the milestones, and this is the fourth video in which I have integrated the gameplay with the screens and completed the file input output. So now let us test if my game plays correctly, if the screens transition from one screen to another correctly, and if I can save and load game multiple times and at which position, and it opens exactly at the position at which it was saved. So first let us look into the CPP files. This is the alphabet file which picks a certain alphabet from a font sprite sheet, and this is the hard coding I have done for ASCII values. So the alphabet is called in the text file. In the text class, I have an array of alphabet, so I give it the string text and it calls the array of alphabet. So this is how it's called. I made sure to deallocate any memory I have allocated before. Now after the text file, text class, I have the buttons class, and this is the buttons class which has used the text on the buttons. So I can use text, I have used text on the buttons here. I've allocated the buttons. So these buttons and text are used in my screen.cpp, which is the abstract class. So this is the mouse click events and mouse motion events for clicking and moving the buttons of the screen. Now I have made over 11 screens: game menu screen, game over, gameplay, game win, introduction screen, pause game screen, resume game screen, quit game screen, control screens, transition screen, and story screen. So they are all inherited from the screen class, and they have buttons, they have text on it, and they have textures on it. Let's not forget the most important class, which is the LTexture class, which is texture, which renders texture, and it is very important. So this takes a path and it loads the file, then it assigns the texture and it returns the texture. So it is responsible for rendering the texture. So all the screens are functioning on the menu. So let's now come to the main gameplay class. Is the unit class. Unit is again an abstract class, so it has children of boss, bullet, enemy, regular enemy, boss enemy, which are inheriting from abstract unit class, and the player class, which is a singleton class. I also have an enemy factory which returns a regular enemy. If 0 is the type, if type is 1, it returns the boss enemy. This is how it's working. So these are all the classes, around 25 classes. I've used a linked list, doubly linked list, which is the Q class, and it is responsible for rendering, for moving, and for displaying objects and units on the screen. So let's now run the game. So my game is fully functional. It runs and let's have it run here. So I'm only demonstrating the load and save game now, not the gameplay. So this is the collision. So this is the collision, and this I save the game, it gets saved. I load the game, so it will load from the similar position from here. So it has a special power up. It is invisible when it doesn't move. So I have saved the game now. I saved the game. I exited. and then I started again. Now it will move. It will load this last saved game which was from here. So you can see. So it died. So it's working perfectly. Let's go to the boss and let's save the game again and let's see if the boss is saved or not. So I started a game, new game, and it I have to reach the score of 1000 to my health is running out. Oh shit, I have to play again. So I have to. Oh, the boss is coming. I died and started again. Oh, the boss has come. Oh, the boss was near. Oh shit, now I'm gonna die. Oh, I won because the boss ran into me. But what can I do is I can load the game from the similar position, dodge the boss, and kill the boss. Oh, so I go to main menu and I load the game again. Oh, this is sad. So I load the game. So I'll have to save the game again for the boss and then show you how can I. The same game. Oh, I died. It was too close. So let's start. So let's dodge the boss. So this is it. So this is the boss has arrived and I am going to save it. So boss is too far from me. So it saves perfectly. Let's see what it has saved. So let's see the game data file. So how does it save it? So the video is lasting too long. I'm sorry for that, but this is too interesting. So these true false true are the state of the flags which I'm using for the game flag. These are the player. This is the player score 1200. This was the player coordinates. This is the player lives. I have only 2 lives left. Enemy always have 1 life, so they have 1 life. These are the coordinates of enemies. These are the bullets that were used either from the player or enemy. These are the boss. The boss has 3 lives by default and it was there. It was saved like this. So if I load the game now and run it again, it will start from the same position it was saved before. So see it. So here it's lagging because my computer is so slow. I'm going to kill the boss now. Oh yes, the 3 lives gone. So I don't know why was it lagging. It was lagging. So this is how my load game save game work. I'll later post a demo video. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you so much.